Welcome back. It's Juneteenth, and today we're celebrating freedom and how this federal holiday is actually growing. When slavery ended, freedom for Black Americans was met with another tool of oppression: racism. And although the civil rights movement began 70 years ago, Americans are still fighting for equality. In recent years, the term Black excellence was coined. But is the title helping our fight? So let's open this up to a conversation with one of my favorite people. Please welcome activist and Bravo star, Preston Mitchum. Hey, Preston.
Hello, how's it going?
It's going. Happy Juneteenth. How are you celebrating today?
You know, right now I'm in Chicago. I'm actually here for a board retreat for a reproductive justice organization that I'm a part of. But celebration, all the cookouts, all the barbecues, whatever is going to be on my plate, that's how I'm celebrating.
Love it.
Love that.
Love it. Well, in the interest of transparency, I ran into you at the BravoCon red carpet, and I asked you about the term Black excellence because the way you talked about it on television really opened up a dialogue. So let me just explain to anyone listening right now. Black excellence, it's rooted in the idea that educated Black people who are successful are atypical, that the achievements of this class must be greater than that of white peers for equal treatment.
Okay. So, Preston, when I talk to you, and I just want you to have the floor here, can you all share what comes to mind when you hear the term Black excellence?
You know, I think, unfortunately, for far too long, social media has played a part with what many people consider or don't consider Black excellence. I think if you search the hashtag, many people will think of folks, honestly, who may have accolades similar to me. Your lawyers, your doctors, your, Olympic gold medal winners, those who actually have achieved high versions of success based really on whatever society has deemed to be successful. That is what oftentimes comes to mind for Black excellence. And for me, that is when it becomes the problem, because it misses the vast majority of Black people due to systems of racism and prejudice, socioeconomics, et cetera, can't achieve it, right? It's sometimes nearly impossible for the vast majority of Black folks to achieve, largely due to anti-Black racism.
You made the point, which I thought was very valid, that your mother, your grandmother, your great-grandmother, who may not have had advanced degrees, but they were able to raise their families on very little, or, they were able to do these amazing things, and they're not considered excellent. So I thought it was a valid point.
I think it's also fascinating because I think for many people that is, for many Black people that I know, at least I'll say, that is the majority of our families. The majority of our families, again, statistically, don't have multi-college degrees if they have one alone. A lot are just taking care of their families, doing what they're doing, homeschooling sometimes, and just making sure that they're raising children to be the best versions of themselves. And maybe those children and young people go to college and achieve these high versions of success. But I think when, I oftentimes wonder why we're even mentioning the term Black excellence, right? It's just a very, I think, warped concept to say that these are the Black folks who've somehow tricked capitalism into being successful. And I don't know if that's something to tout, right? I think there's a way we can talk about achievements, talk about success, talk about why these things are particularly successful and achievements in the first place, and then build from there. But I have a very icky feeling and eerie feeling about missing most Black folks who have raised me, who have taught me values, morals, ethics, to dismiss them just because society, for some reason, says they're not enough because they don't have a college degree or they're not achieving, again, high versions of success.
Well, I feel like there's a lot of Black folks that if they made a year of sobriety or have been taking care of an elderly family member, that is also Black excellence, but it seems like there's no term. It's just like the standard metrics for what we use for success, and I feel like it's so much greater than that. So can you give us a term? Can you change the direction of Black excellence in 30 seconds?
No, and I would say, I think it's important to even ask the question why we need a term in the first place and who's the term for.
Right.
So, in short, I don't want us to think we have to come to a term. I think we need to teach our community community's ethics, values, morals, etc., and allow us to just live just like everyone else gets the chance to.
That's the goal.
Preston,
That's the
we
goal.
appreciate you so much. Thank you for being the catalyst to this conversation. And your Black excellence needs to unpause Martha's Vineyard.
Yes.
Summer House Martha's Vineyard.
Agreed.
So cool.
DBL Nation, you can see more of Preston in Summer House Martha's Vineyard on Bravo, and also lobby for a return. How about that?
Yes.
Yes.
We'll be right back. Thank you so
You
much.
were awesome, man. Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much, Preston.